Okay, percent equations. I'm going to jump right in here. First example. 1.1 is 22% of what number? I like to just translate each word or number into part of an equation. Remember that is means equals, of means multiply. A number is just a number. Now, anytime you work with a percent, you have to change it to its decimal form. You have to, in anything you do in math. Okay, so I'm going to take each piece of this and I'm going to translate it into a math equation. 1.1 is a number, it's not a percent, so I just write it down. Is means equals, so 1.1 equals 22%. Now, I'm going to write 22, but I have to use the decimal form. The decimal form of a percent, that's when you move the decimal, that's right there, to the left 2, so it's 0.22. Of means multiply, so I'm going to put a little dot for multiplication. What number? You can put a question mark, or let's go ahead and put an X. So did you catch everything that happened? Any numbers just come down. Any is means equals. 22%. A percent has to be changed to the decimal form, so you move the decimal to left 2. Of means multiply. What number? Question mark. Any question marks become a variable. So really I have the equation 1.1 equals 0.22x. And you're always solving for, oh my goodness, how did I just zoom in that much? You're always solving for the x. So to solve for x, I would divide, the x is right here, it's being multiplied by 0.22, so I divide both sides by 0.22, and that will be the answer, whatever 1.1 divided by 0.22 is. You could do that by hand. If you're allowed to use a calculator, you can do that. Let's just speed up for the sake of the fact that I'm on a video and it's being timed. Let's do this on a calculator. 5. Oh, I could have done that really quickly by hand. Okay. 1.1 is 22% of 5. So if you actually take 22% of the number 5, it's 1.1. That is certainly believable. 39% of what number is 17.55? Okay. Here's a percent. Change it to a decimal. Okay, so that's 0.39 because the decimal place is right there. It moves to the left 2. Of means multiply. What number? Question mark. X. Is means equals. 17.55 is a number that's not a percent. So again, you just go each piece 39%. Change it to a decimal. Of means multiply. That's what the dot's for. What number? That's my question mark. I put a variable there. Is means equals, and a number just translate to num. And then whatever you get is what you solve. You solve for your variable. So 0.39x, because they're being multiplied, equals 17.55. To solve for x, I divide by 0.39, and whatever that is the answer. Now I've already done that, and that comes out to be a nice clean 45 if you do that division. So 39% of 45 is 17.55. If you had a calculator and you wanted to quickly check, let's take the number 45 and hey, where did my calculator go? Let's take 39% of that. So to take 39%, you use the decimal form, 0.39, and you would multiply it. And I get, ooh, yes, 17.55. Last one. What percent of 50 is 20? Well, let me tell you this. It better be less than 50% because half, you got to think about this stuff because you can make a mistake and you can catch your mistake because your answer won't be reasonable. Half of 50 is what? 25, right? So 50% of 50 is 25. 20 is less than half of it, right? So whatever the answer is should be less than half. Okay, what percent, question mark, of means multiply. Number 50 is just a number, is means equals, and 20 is just a number. What percent x, or question mark, of means multiplication, 50 is means equals, and 20 is, 20. Okay, and now we solve for x. I have to divide both sides by 50. So x is 20 over 50. Now this is a percent, so let's get the decimal form because I want to state it as a percent, blank percent. Let's go ahead and cancel out these zeros. So the answer is 2/5. Do you know what decimal that is? Let's do the division. 2 divided by 5. Put your decimal there. 5 divides into 20. 4 times 5 times 4 is 20. Remainder 0. 0.4. Ah, okay. As a percent equals blank percent. Remember, to change a decimal form of percent to a percent, not in decimal form, you move the decimal place of the decimal 2 places to the right. So that's 40%. What percent of 50 is 20? 40%. Does that make sense? Of course it does, because 50%, half of 50 is 25. 20 is pretty close to 25, so it makes sense that the answer is kind of close to half. But it better be less, right?